up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the gun, the ground game. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Scanning the field, it's Leonard. Buys a little time with his feet. It's complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. And when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
This offense has a second down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Caught in the backfield. It's Price. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Kansas offense returns to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense.
He's loose. Oh, the quick spin move. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Neal. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and keep up a bunch of yards and make it get a big play.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Jayhawks!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, You want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out.
And the pass, it's picked off. Bringing it back. Powers through. The 20. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fair catch called for and made. Here come the Irish back on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure.
He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the tailback. Oh, what a caught! And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk!
We know football is hard when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just 9 seconds to go in the half. Let's see if they try to get another one. This guy can throw it. Lets it fly. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got room on the return. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Kansas 28,
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half.
number 98, set to kick it away.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He finds his man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Jayhawks are on the move.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
And the pass is intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Offense getting set for first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone.
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
Just a really nice job defensively, too, not giving up on the play, right? You didn't sack him initially, but guys were still in hot pursuit and chasing. And this front seven defensively, they've got a lot of speed and athleticism, and they're able to...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Kansas.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score Kansas 35, Notre Dame 10.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Back to throw, it's Leonard. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Bob. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Got room at the 35. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a catch and run for 6. Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Jayhawks want to move quickly. To the air, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He's looking to throw it. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
That's the end of the third quarter. The score, Kansas 35, Notre Dame 17.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And the stomping has commenced.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Price. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone is not a good one. Here come the Irish, back on offense. On the move, it's Leonard. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to run it. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fires deep toward the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Bust through behind his pad. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Now on second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! And the route is on.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Looking for the two-point try. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Corner's going to give them room. On the run, it's Leonard. He looks that one in nicely.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Still on his feet at the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Defense calls a quick timeout there, perhaps a little confusion about what call they were in. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They want to just keep throwing it. Now improvising. Fires downfield. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab, it's Thomas. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He's looking to throw. Got it! And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Power ahead. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Off play action on 1st down. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. The DBs will back off a bit. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.